Okay, today I'm just going to really quickly go over how we repeatedly help people actually make $15,000 to $20,000 a month from home. This is not a course. This is not a pipe dream. This is not theory. This is actual tangible results. So if you're a 9 to 5 professional or a burnt out salesman, I will help fast track you into a high paying remote sales position in 15 to 30 days so that you can actually scale your income from home and have more freedom to do the things you enjoy, spend time with your family and friends. When I say repeatedly do this, what I mean is the case studies and the people we've had come through the program. So Cooper, one of the first clients that came through, when he was placed into his position, he made over $2,000 in his first 2 days. Now, granted, he is an absolute stud, but with the right systems and the right training, he went from a burnt out roofing professional to a remote salesman that was killing it in his first week. Sebastian, he was working for a charity company, right? And he had a team. He was a stud, but he was hungry. He wanted more freedom. He wanted more. When we plugged him into the company, he started seeing results in his first week. In the first week that he was working for this company, he made almost $2,500 in take-home money, right? And there's many others like Sebastian that have followed this process. So who this program is for is the following. 9 to 5 professionals who want to escape the rat race, right? You're corporate, you're whatever, you're working a full-time job, you want out, you want more freedom. This is also for you sales professionals that are just burnt out. You hate the company, you hate the product. You also want more freedom and flexibility, and you want the dream lifestyle that you see other salesmen living, but you just haven't been able to find at your current job. This is also for people who currently have remote jobs, but you can't break past 6K a month. You're stuck. There's a ceiling, and you want to break through it. For those of you who don't know what an SDR is, this does not apply to you, but this program is also for SDRs who want to be an AE or account executive, but you're stuck in the SDR position. That's probably fewer of you, but this program is absolutely designed to get you to AE level income. So for all of you who this applies to, you want to get out of your current job situation and pivot to a new opportunity, scale to a high level of income while having more freedom, also to do it in the next 1 to 2 months. You're looking for speed. You're not looking for a ton of ramp up time. That's what we do here. Who this is not for. So if you fall into these categories here, you can pause the video, exit out of the tab, and come back when you're in a better position or you're prepared to make a change that we help people do here. So people with zero sales or communication experience, if this is you want to have at least some communication or sales experience, right? If you refuse to work hard, if you're just looking for shortcuts, if you make excuses, this is not for you. If you are currently broke, if you literally have zero money, if you have no savings, right, this is not for you, because we need to compensate our team for their work and scaling your income and getting you fast track into a high paying position. This is especially not for people looking for a get rich quick scheme. So if that's you, please leave the training. So let's break it down real quick. The old method of getting these kinds of opportunities simply does not work anymore. And that's why so many of you are stuck. It just does not work. The problems with the old method are as follows, right? You spend hours and hours a day on job platforms like Indeed, ZipRecruiter, right? Even LinkedIn. There's just so many. It seems like there's this huge abundance of opportunities that are out there. So you spend hours looking through them, but you submit 20 applications and no response. Or you're just not finding the opportunity that you want. And when you finally do find the golden opportunity, right? The 1 in 100 opportunity on one of those websites, you just never hear back from them. You're always left disappointed. But at the end of the day, the biggest reason you're stuck, it's not necessarily because of the system. It's not only because of the system, but really it's because you're also scared to jump into something new, right? And so if you were resourceful, or if you had the opportunity, then the next barrier would be to have the faith in the systems and in yourself to know that you could do it. And that's exactly what we help people do here, and what we've helped people like Sebastian and Cooper overcome, so that they can claim that level of income, $10,000 to $20,000 a month, and live that free lifestyle that everybody dreams of. Just know that it doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to stay stuck in this system, in these old methods. Because using our network and AI systems, now what you can do is learn exactly how to sell a digital product in under 2 weeks, because speed here at Closer Launch is everything to us. So we want to make sure we're moving fast. Then you're hired with one of the companies in our network that has that product, so that day one you can start closing deals and collecting cash, start making this income. It's not rocket science. It's just dialed systems that are tried and true. By the way, who am I? Why are you even listening to me? Well, I'll give you the BS reason first, the reason that doesn't matter as much. In my past, I've partnered with the top AI sales training software in Utah to train reps, and I've personally worked across multiple verticals, teaching others how to sell better, how to be more effective in closing. I've scaled a tech startup to $30,000 a month from the ground up using my own sales skills. And I've led sales teams that have done consistent 6 figures a month and closed deals. But at the end of the day, that's the BS reason, because you just don't care. Like, that does not matter to you. What should matter and what you should judge me based on is the people I've worked with and what they've done and what they've accomplished, right? Not theory, right? It's proven systems. Cooper made over 2,000 in his first 2 days. Sebastian, almost 2,500 in his first week. And every person that has come through the program has been paired with 2 to 3 opportunities within their first few weeks. But it wasn't always that way. Remember, even me, like, I used to think that the traditional way of finding remote sales positions was the only option. You post an application to 15 plus companies, hope one of them responds, and maybe, like, if you're lucky, you land a slightly higher paying job from home, if you're lucky. However, like, looking at that and seeing how many people were burnt out and all the messages that I was getting of people who were stuck there, I wanted to create a system where people could get high paying remote opportunities without this crazy long ramp up time, all the disappointment, and also not having the skills necessary to succeed in these roles. I wanted to solve all these problems. So I felt a call. I saw a gap in the market, and I had made the partnerships to create the offer and the product that could finally solve this. But before I get into that, let's admit who the real villain is here. It's not you, of course, right? You're trying to make your daily bread. You're trying to earn the lifestyle that you deserve. But it's also not the company's fault. The companies that never respond, the companies that seem hidden, they're not the villain either. The real villain is just the outdated method, the systems that have been handed to you that at the end of the day are not effective and don't get real tangible results. And if they do get results, it takes a really long time. But if you're anything like me, you're looking for speed, you're looking for efficiency, right? Because of this reality, you're stuck. If you're watching this video, you're probably stuck. You want a way to break into those high income months and to do it in a way that's effective. So I had an epiphany. And my epiphany was, what if I take this AI sales training, develop it in a way that makes it fully customized to a specific offer, so that whenever someone wants a remote sales job in my network, I can help them become super skilled at that offer in 1 to 2 weeks, so that when I plug them in, they can start closing from day one. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly the system we built out. We've tried and tested it, and thankfully enough, it miraculously worked. So now there's a new opportunity. And here is the framework, right? First, you'll get on a strategy call with me. We'll just get on a call and see if your experience and personality are a fit for the program. If not, there's other things we'll give value to you. So I'll get into that here in a little bit. But if it's a good fit and we decide that, it makes sense for you to join the program, then we onboard you in, we build out your socials and basic sales knowledge for the first 7 days. So super fast, first week, making sure we're refining skills, getting everything where it needs to be. And then day 8, we build out a custom AI roleplay simulation to the product you're going to sell so that you can master it. And then days 8 to 15, you, like a mother effort, you train on this AI simulation for 6 to 10 hours a day until you've mastered it. Right. And then after that, once you've mastered it, we place you in the products company where you start closing from day one. And that's the system that works. That's the system that we've tried and proven. So remember that this is results, not theory. It's happened. Here is the value stack that you get from this combined offer that we've created here. So I'm going to break it down based on what you're getting and what other industries typically charge for things like this, right? Other companies, other coaching offers, other courses. So we have elite placement opportunities. Typically in this industry, this valued at like $5,000. Most online programs offering this charge super high ticket, which I think is crazy, but it's what they charge. So it speed runs you into the right offers that are doing well online already. And you have qualified calls with little cold calling. To find an opportunity like this is everybody's dream. And that's why people charge so high for it. But as a part of my offer, you also get AI training software, which typically, if you're going to build a custom AI training software that is integrated into a company, you're already looking into the thousands, right? 3,000 at the least. And these are custom AI simulations built around an exact product, objections, and audience. And they're battle-tested training that prepares you for real-world scenarios. So in our case, when you iterate the role play enough times that we build out for you, you just become a master at it so that you can get results from day one. And this is proprietary technology that other programs just simply don't have, right? And then on top of that, what we have is 24/7 support. So live chat. If you are accepted into the program, you have me and my team as a resource 24/7. This is for questions, feedback, any trading questions you have, etc. You have an online community of other hustlers with the same dream as you that can help you answer questions. We can be a team. That's the vision, is that it's not just this quick accelerator, but that it's actually a team, that we're a family that's building each other up and creating higher income for one another each and every week. You have access to alumni, people who have come through that were successful, who are now making $10,000 to $15,000 a month. You will have access to them as a part of this program. So the total value of what we're doing, at the least, is over $8,000. However, I'm doing it for a fraction of that, a very small fraction of that cost, just so that people that are ready to make the jump can reasonably do so. So book a one-on-one strategy session. Even if we don't work together, here's what you'll get from a call with me. You'll get an exact blueprint for finding your own remote sales position. I'll walk you through how to do it. Even if you don't qualify for our accelerated platform, I'll give you some tools that will help you in your journey. You'll get a free online community of other hungry professionals looking to scale their income. Networking is everything in this industry. And when you book a call, you'll get instant access to that network. And then finally, you'll get a custom action items for learning the sales skills you need to crush it in remote sales. I'll help you. Even if we're not the right fit, I still want to stay connected and help you. So book your call now. We'll get into it. If we're a great fit, I'm super stoked to work with you. And even if you're not, we'll stay connected and we'll continue to make sure that all ships rise and that we just make the world a better place and we finally scale to the income that we deserve. So looking forward to seeing you guys in the call, and happy trails.